Hey, what's going on, guys? Welcome back to the channel. It's your buddy Ramalina, Pun Perfector, Toy Collector, and as always, guys, welcome back to the channel. I'm glad that you're here. For those people that are, returning viewers and returning subscribers and supporters, I thank you as always for just being so kind and generous with your time. I attempt to make these videos as often as I possibly can, but I know sometimes I sort of like fall off the wagon and sort of take a couple weeks in between, but hopefully I can get back to a much more predictable sort of schedule with these videos, but I'll do my best to sort of keep you guys entertained and keep you sort of at the forefront of what I'm collecting at the moment. So what I'm collecting at the moment is, of course, Nendoroids. So Nendoroids are a product of the Good Smile Company. So Good Smile Company definitely produces a lot of anime-inspired figures, statues. Of course, Nendoroids is just an offshoot of that. Definitely one of my favorite figures to collect. The fact that you can customize them and tweak them and make them look different is definitely one of the appealing factors for me. And I know the price point sometimes is a little on the steep side, but for me, I mean, you get bang for your buck, so I definitely like that aspect. But yeah, like I said, definitely a fan of Nendoroids, and hopefully you guys are a fan of Nendoroids as well. I'm going to show you a couple of Nendoroids that I've been able to pick up over like the last several weeks and months, and hopefully you guys like them, enjoy them, and hopefully you guys have seen the series that they pertain to. So we'll get into the first thing. Of course, as you guys may or may not know, I am a fan of JoJo's Bizarre Adventure, and of course we have Giorno Giovanna from the story arc Golden Wind. Of course, Golden Wind is this man's stand ability. So stands are basically a unique power unto themselves. They're sort of like a life energy or a life force or a manifestation of their subconscious. So some of the stands in the show are sort of benign and silly and maybe not very powerful, but other stand abilities are definitely very unique, very strong. And Giorno Giovanna, since he's one of the lead protagonists, it's definitely got a very strong stand initially, but it becomes exponentially much stronger as the season progresses. If you guys have seen the show, definitely let me know if you've seen any of the JoJo's, if you've seen all of them or none of them. Yeah, just tell me what you think. But I love, the box panels. I love the display of the different poses. So as you guys can see, Mr. Giorno has this, finely tailored pink suit. Of course, he's got his chest exposed because it seems like everybody in JoJo's Bizarre Adventure is always showing off their belly, their chest. You know what I'm saying? These guys are definitely confident with their body. You know what I'm saying? So they definitely show it off. But as you guys can see, contrast between the pink and the white, definitely a nice touch. I can't wait to take this out of box. Today I'm just gonna kind of just show you what the box looks like and what the figure looks like, but definitely at a later date, definitely take it out. But yeah, guys, tell me what you think. I will also describe another character from the same story arc, and of course this is Bruno Bucciorotti, and his stand ability is Zipper Man. I'm sorry, not Zipper Man, Sticky Finger. So Zipper Man. What the hell am I saying? Yeah, he's a zipper and he's a man. Yeah, yeah, he's one of the sort of protagonists in this series. He's basically the head honcho. He's the capo. He's basically the gang leader. Of course, he's the gang leader of a gang made up of members that all have stand abilities. So they're all very unique and unto themselves. This guy is definitely I guess the smartest of the bunch. Definitely the most analytical. He's the boss for a reason. So definitely a formidable opponent with a very strong stand. His stand gives him sort of the ability to sort of teleport himself and and basically create these zippers out of thin air. So he's able to sort of attach them to anything he wants. He can attach them to an enemy to basically subdue them. So he can attach a zipper to a man's arm that's attacking him. Once he attaches the zipper, he's able to remove that arm or limb or whatever the case may be, or he's able to sort of take that zipper and sort of attach it to a wall, and he's able to sort of fly through that wall or through a floor. So definitely a unique ability. So as you guys can see, these are the box panels. So of course it gives you different poses, different looks, and of course right here you kind of see the zipper ability, and of course on this side some more poses, and of course just a different look for Bruno. But yeah, I definitely love the series itself. It's definitely, I think, my second most favorite series of all time. So definitely a huge fan of the show. But yeah, I mean, those are two out of, I think, the 7 that I have. So I'm gonna show you maybe just a couple of more, or maybe I'll just show you all of them. But here we have Nezuko Kamado from the series Demon Slayer Kaimetsu no Yaiba. And of course, this was like sort of like the runaway hit of 2019. It had a huge following. People love this series, and with good reason. The show itself is pretty action-packed. It's got a pretty good story. Of course, you have Nezuko, who's one of the protagonists in the first season. Of course, this young girl meets her demise and becomes a demon herself. And of course, this first season is basically about her and her brother, and her brother's attempt to sort of help her. He wants to basically undo the fact that she's cursed and that she's demonic. So of course, throughout the first season, that's what they do. But of course, these are just some of the side panels. This is the rear. Of course, it just gives you a different look and overall, sort of appearance for Nezuko. Of course, right here, she looks, very like timid and very shy, and almost like sort of innocent in every way. But of course, on the side, you see Tanjiro and Nezuko, and of course on this side, you see a much different look. She's got the sort of bamboo shoot in her mouth that stops her from attacking. Of course, these demons lust for blood, or human blood, and of course, Nezuko, poor thing, has become a demon. So, but definitely a nice addition to my collection. I love the way this thing looks. I can't wait to take this out and talk about it at length with you guys. But today I'm just gonna kind of give you guys just a brief sort of summary of what the character's about. And of course, since we're talking about Demon Slayer, this is Tanjiro Kamado. So of course, Tanjiro and Nezuko are brother and sister, and they're paired up throughout the first season. So Tanjiro, becomes a demon slayer. Initially, Tanjiro was just a villager, just a simple sort of blue collar worker, sort of like selling goods. So of course, fate has it that his poor sister becomes a demon, and this guy is sort of thrown into the world of demon slaying. So as the season progresses, Tanjiro becomes a very strong demon slayer. So it's a very cool story. Definitely, he's thrown into a situation that he has to sort of correct. So as you guys can see on some of the side panels, you have Tanjiro in an action pose, and he's using his water form. Of course, every demon slayer has a unique ability, so his is water form. But yeah, guys, I definitely recommend that you watch this show. This series, definitely fantastic. I can't wait for the movie to come out, and I can't wait for the second season to come out. So yeah, guys, tell me what you think. So we have 3 more, and I'm gonna try to get through them as quickly as possible. But yeah, I'm excited to show you guys all of these. And of course, this is Simon, or Simon, from the series Gurren Lagann. Of course, this is another one of my favorite animes. Gurren Lagann definitely is a sort of a very adventurous anime. Of course, Simon initially in the first season, or the only season of the show. Is very sort of timid and soft-spoken and almost like cowardly in a lot of ways. But as the series progresses and as the season evolves, this young man becomes a much more brave soul. Of course, he kind of climbs out of his like little comfort zone and becomes a awesome warrior and an awesome adventurer. So I like how the story progresses. Definitely a nice anime to watch, considering that it's only one season. But as you guys can see, this box is much bigger than your traditional sort of Nendoroid box. Of course, much wider, much thicker. Of course, as you guys can see on the side panels, just different poses for Simone. Of course, he's got his like trusty little sidekick, this little mole right here. But yeah, and of course, I like this side panel. Of course, this is Simone on top of his mech, or his mecha. Of course, that's Gurren Lagann. So as you guys can see, definitely a very strong look of determination in that side panel. But yeah, I love this thing. I can't wait to unbox it. Can't wait to show you guys. And we're gonna get through the last two, and then we're done. Okay. So of course we have Alphonse Elric from the series Full Metal Alchemist. Of course, this is definitely one of my favorite animes of all time. Definitely top 5. So of course, in the world of Full Metal Alchemist, it's about alchemy. So alchemy, I guess, is the sort of like the forebearer for science. Science way back when was called alchemy. So in the show itself, it's definitely great from beginning to end. Definitely loved every aspect of the series. Of course, as you guys can see, Alphonse is a sort of lost soul. Of course, his soul is attached to this suit of armor. As you guys can see, this is Edward, his brother, in this this back panel. Of course, as you guys can see, just the different poses. And of course, he's got like this like trusty apron that covers up his goodies. You know what I'm saying? So very nice. I like this box. This Nendoroid is definitely sturdy, definitely very heavy, heavier than most Nendoroids. But yeah, it's definitely a series that's near and dear to my heart. Definitely love it. But yeah, guys, if you could, just comment down below if you've seen the series or if you've seen any of them. So, but yeah, definitely one of my favorite animes of all time, and hopefully you guys agree with me. That is great. And last but not least, we made it all the way through. We got to Kiryu Satsuki. So of course this is from the series Kill la Kill, and definitely one of my favorite characters from the show. This is also another anime that was just one season, but it packed a punch. Definitely an awesome anime from beginning to end. Of course, Kiryu is seen as sort of like the sort of antagonist in this series. So she's like the baddie, but this female, is definitely tough as nails. Definitely an awesome adversary. The skill set is through the roof. Of course, her and Ryuko. I'm sorry, Ryuko. Drawing a blank. My bad. But Ryuko and Kiryu basically paired up against each other. Definitely the scenes in this series are definitely friggin' like action-packed and over-the-top awesome. Definitely love Kill la Kill. I definitely recommend it to every one of you guys. But as you guys can see with the back panel, you've got some pretty cool poses. Of course, she's showing you her sword, and of course that look that she always gives off. She's always like just very serious and very stern, but with good reason. Like, this girl is like no joke. Definitely tough as nails. But as you guys can see, some cool poses, some cool unique looks. But yeah, guys, now that I've gotten through all of them, that's 7 Nendoroids. Tell me what you think of these Nendoroids, and tell me which one was your favorite. Tell me if you've seen the shows themselves. I've seen them all, love them all, and that's why I picked up the Nendoroids. But yeah, guys, with that being said, I've talked for way too long. I'm glad that you're tuning in. I'm glad that you're here, And you know, I appreciate every single one of you guys for always returning and viewing my channel. So with that being said, guys, I wish you guys the best. I see you in the next video. All right, bye.